He sat a moment, looking down the street at a half-demolished East Harlem grocery store as he tried to push the memories back, tried to get his shit together. He wasn't that scared teenager anymore. He was a grown man, and a powerful one at that, and he intended to wield a little of that power right now. It was time to shove aside his goddamn memories. It was time to get Jane back. Over an hour had passed since that horrible text had arrived in his inbox, and every second was like a knife in his gut. She needed him to be focused, smart. She needed him to find her, to protect her, the way he'd always promised he would, and he damn sure wasn't going to let her down. Determined, he slid off the bike, and then walked toward the building that Deliverance had purchased 18 months ago. The ownership hidden behind an impenetrable wall of shell corporations and fake foreign investors. As far as the public was concerned, the rundown market in the transitional neighborhood was being demolished and converted into a luxury residential project. And technically, that was true. It just happened that the conversion was going at a snail's pace. And in the meantime, the project was perfect camouflage for the entrance to Deliverance's Manhattan Operations Center. Dallas had formed Deliverance with the hope of locating his and Jane's kidnappers, their past kidnappers. Now 5 men, Dallas, Liam, Quince, Tony, and Noah, made up the ultra-secret elite vigilante team that did whatever it took to locate and rescue kidnapped victims. But never once had Dallas anticipated that he would use Deliverance's resources to search for Jane, and the irony of that reality sat heavy in his gut. Ironic or not, Dallas was grateful that Deliverance existed. It may have been his brainchild, but Dallas was only a small part of the reason the organization was so damned effective. He'd populated it with men he knew and trusted, and more importantly, who were exceptionally good at their jobs. Right now, Liam was running the operation from inside the center. Noah and Tony were armed with fake police badges and going door to door on the Upper West Side Street, where Dallas had found Jane's phone. And Quince, who was also an MI6 agent, was on his way back from London. On any other mission, Dallas would want Quince in the interrogation room. The man had acquired a unique skill set, after all. But this time, Dallas was grateful his friend was away, because all Dallas wanted at the moment was to curl his fingers around Colin's throat until the fucker confessed to everything, until he revealed who the woman was and where she'd taken Jane. Dallas kept his cap pulled low over his eyes as he hurried down the street and then into the construction zone. He crossed quickly under the cover of scaffolding, temporary walls, and construction debris, until he exited into the airspace between the former grocery store and the building next door. Also owned by Deliverance shell companies, the 6-story apartment building was undergoing renovations as well. Supposedly, anyway. He used a code to enter, then descended the stairs to the small basement, before passing through a set of security doors to the operations center located in the concrete bowels. Such precautions were probably not necessary, but Deliverance had remained completely anonymous for years, and part of its success lay in the strict rules and procedures that the team followed to the letter. Dallas knew that. He also knew that he was about to say a giant fuck you to those rules. He wanted Colin's head on a platter. He wanted answers. He wanted them now, and the rules be damned. He moved through the tech center, barely noticing Liam working at the computer while he spoke into a headset. No, his focus was entirely on the interrogation room as he moved in that direction with unfailing determination. The door was shut and double-sealed, a clear indication that this was the room in which Colin was detained. Just to double-check, Dallas glanced up at the video monitors, saw the man he'd once called friend sitting gagged in the single chair, his ankles lashed to the metal legs, and his hands tied firmly behind his back.
"Dallas?"
Liam's voice hardly registered.
"Hold up, man."
But Dallas didn't even slow. Hell, he barely even broke his stride as he punched in the password, waited impatiently for the doors to open, then burst into the closet.